You know what? I would advise you to closely listen to my speech because if you don't, I will not renew your passports.
That's smart.
And most important, I will not approve your application for dual citizenship.
Lagot, lagot. Pay attention.
So please listen, that's the warnings already. Passport, dual citizenship, so you better listen to me guys. I will only spend maybe about 10 minutes speaking to you. But the office prepared for me a 20-page speech, a single space,
Single space.
so you better listen.
Size 10 font.
Anyhow, let me thank the FACC-GLA for inviting me
Yeah.
to New Horizons 2022. I was going to acknowledge the presence of Attorney Rob Bonta, but he already left. But he's being represented here by Ms. Jess Alosa, yes, Alosa, who will soon be joining the office of Attorney Bonta to make sure that Attorney Bonta will win in the statewide elections. Okay? Jessica, make sure. Otherwise, I will not also approve your dual citizenship application. Okay, now I'll not say that I'm also acknowledging the presence of other special guests tonight because all of you here tonight are VIPs.
Yeah.
All of you. And to Luis and to her colleagues at the FACC, you know, I really salute whoever thought of holding this gala here at the yacht. I salute you, you know why? Because you are sort of 100% attendance. From start to end. Nobody can leave the party.
Guaranteed.
Unless you're willing to swim, you'll be back to shore. But nobody in his right mind will do that. So, Luis, we're taking the cue from you. Next time you hold a party,
Smart.
you want everybody to be around till the end of the program, hold it at the yacht. Seriously, ladies and gentlemen, could you please listen? Passport? Citizenship? Please listen. But thank you again, Luis, and to your fellow officers of the FACC-GLA for inviting me to your gala. I understand that this is a 3-in-1 event, just like coffee in the Philippines. 3-in-1. You're doing this to fundraise, you're doing this to install the new set of officers, and you're doing this to also recognize some outstanding members of our community.
Yeah.
And mabuhay. And good, you're good. As a fundraising event, I commend you for doing it because, well, we know that there are a lot of Filipino-American entrepreneurs already in the US. I don't have the exact data, much less the number of Filipino-American entrepreneurs in California. But I do know that the number of entrepreneurs from our community is increasing. Is it? Isn't it?
Yes.
You go to historic Filipino town, you go to Carson, you go to all other areas, you find inevitably one or two Filipino-American enterprise. But what I've noticed is that even if the number of Filipino-American entrepreneurs is already increasing, they are not yet what you may call an economic force to reckon with, right? Just like the Indians or the Koreans or the Chinese. And I've wondered often, why is this the case? Because it cannot be that we don't have the right product to sell. It cannot be that we don't have the business acumen, because we do have those. But I think the reason why we have not really become an economic force to reckon with is that because we simply do not have yet all the skill sets and the technical know-how to really navigate through the maze to become really a successful business enterprise in America. And this is where your entrepreneurship program is really very timely and handy, because you are going to provide training, I suppose, to provide everybody who will avail themselves of that program, provide them with the necessary skill sets and know-how to be able to navigate the American industry, to succeed, and more importantly, to occupy a more dominant position in the American mainstream market. So congratulations.
Yeah.
Next, we are installing the officers of the FACC-GLA. And I was telling Luis here a while ago that I've noticed that the majority of the board of directors are women. It's women power. The board of directors are 10 out of 14. That's women. If you don't call this women's power, I don't know what is women power. And our feeling it is, ladies and gentlemen, that we are doing this, installing the new board of directors, majority of whom are women, when we are celebrating the National Women's Month. So to you, Luis, Celeste, and to the other female board of directors, congratulations for breaking the glass ceiling. Just like what Jessica Salosa did when she became a board member of the Board of Power of the city of LA. Congratulations. Thank you for breaking, I commend you for breaking the glass ceiling and for proving that women power is no longer an illusion, but a reality that we men have to live with. You know, we just have to accept that women are now in power. And to the board of directors who are male, including Henry Chen, and Mr. Yul Brynner, Mr. Reddy Babasa, don't feel disheartened if you are outnumbered by women directors. It's okay. In fact, you should welcome this development. You know why? Because by having more women in the board than men, FACC-GLA actually is trailblazing in the sense that it's really highlighting women power at your hierarchy. Right? So congratulations. And finally, yeah, of course, if you talk to Celeste, if you talk to Luis, if you talk to the other female board of directors, you will see immediately that these women mean business. They know where they're going. They know what they want. And that explains why I was talking to Jeff earlier. He was very quiet. Because at home he said, I'm not the boss. It's Luis. Same thing with Celeste. So these are women, very powerful. You have to be careful when you deal with them. But congratulations, FACC-GLA. You have very good officers at your help. And I'm sure Luis, Celeste, and the other board of directors will bring this organization to more successes in the years ahead. Of course, with the support of the other board of directors and the entire membership of FACC-GLA. Yes. Salute. And finally, the third objective of your gala tonight is to recognize outstanding community and business members of our community, of course. And on behalf of the Philippine Consulate, I'd like to thank you and to congratulate you for that recognition and to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your invaluable contributions to our community. It is because of you, ladies and gentlemen, that our community, among the many migrant communities in the USA, that our community has become known for compassion, for generosity, and for kindness. And we all saw that at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic last year. Who were at the forefront in the fight against COVID-19? There were Filipino healthcare workers, right? And again, the majority of those healthcare workers were women. It's women power. Women power. And we know that many of those who were in the front lines, sacrificed their lives so that others may live. And to these fallen heroes, we offer our sincerest gratitude for his selfless heroism. So, ladies and gentlemen, in summary, if I were to just describe with just one word what it is that FACC-GLA wants to achieve tonight, I think that one word is empowerment. You are empowering our Filipino-American entrepreneurs. Congratulations. I salute you for that. And number two, you are empowering women by entrusting to them leadership role within your organization. You are empowering them. You know that if they become the leaders of your organization, they'll not just engage in idle talk. No. They know where they are going to bring the organization. They'll bring more successes to organization, as can be proven by the success of this gala that we are having tonight. Very well attended. Very well attended. We are all in the middle of the sea. We cannot leave. Unless you want to swim back to shore. But you cannot. Very successful. And third and last, you are empowering our community. I was talking to Faith here a while ago, and she was telling me that Southern California for that matter, is home to the most number of Filipinos outside the United States. In fact, my jurisdiction, which is the Philippine Consulate, General Los Angeles, and that would include Southern California, Arizona, and the whole of Nevada. It's home to 1.3 million Filipinos. Imagine if all these Filipinos will vote for Attorney Rob Bonta, then we would have the first Filipino American to win that position in a statewide election. Okay? So, we have the numbers, we have the power, and most importantly, we have the wealth. Because among the many migrant communities in America, Filipinos are said to have one of the highest income levels. And I'm very proud of that reality. And I thank you on behalf of the Consulate and the Philippine government for your continuous contribution, for your non-stop support, especially when there are disasters in the Philippines. You do not hesitate to extend assistance for our less fortunate brothers and sisters. The reason why we are recognizing some of our community and business leaders tonight is so that they will continue to be encouraged to help and to make the less fortunate brothers and sisters of ours be hopeful that despite the challenges of today, there's always a better tomorrow. Right? So, with that, I would like to close by once again congratulating the new board of directors of the FACC-GLA. As I said, Henry and Red and the other male board of directors, it's okay. It's okay to be dominated by women, once and for all, because we know that they're now in power. But I know that they'll bring, as I said, FACC-GLA to more success. So, to all of you, to the FACC-GLA, and to my fellow Filipinos, let's give each other a big round of applause. Thank you. And good evening.